Okay, friends, subscribers, and all YouTubers out there. I'm going to jump in on this Mandela effect that's been going a bit nuts on the internet the last few days. There is actually something to it, why it's going nuts. What you're currently looking at is the new look of the Earth. And mind this, the new look. The Pacific Ocean has never been this large before. Right, a few people have been sort of ranting and raving about it. And I wonder what was going on. But it's not just in the recent images, by the way, folks. This is going back. They've not just changed recent images, they've gone back through Google Earth. Every electronic map found on the internet has been changed. Every map has been changed, and it's quite weird. There's something really truly going on here, folks. And this is the new look of the Pacific Ocean. And to those of you that say, "Oh, that's always looked like that," well, guess what? It didn't. A couple of weeks ago, it looked very different. The American coastline was about here, and because I went to Hawaii in February, and Hawaii was about there in February, and America was over here. But this is a real spin out. Check out where they've now put South America. Okay, now I don't know what anybody else says, but when I went to school, South America, this was a lot thinner. South America was down here. Right, now there is somebody else out there that's actually done a video, and it's apparently 33 degrees out. But this is the real catch. Check this out. This is very weird. The Atlantic Ocean has shrunk. It has shrunk, folks. The Atlantic Ocean has shrunk. And it's as if they're trying to plug it back into this continent over here. Some people are saying it's the Mandela effect. Well, I don't know about the Mandela effect, but let's just say I know the government and the Illuminati are up to something. Now, I believe this is some kind of conspiracy to actually see whether we notice and see whether they can get away with it. This is why you don't throw away old books, folks. If you've got old books, hold on to them, because if you don't, in this electronic age, they're going to try and pull shit like this. This is an absolute joke. An absolute joke. Um, the even Italy, like someone else picked this up on Italy. Like as far as I know, Italy used to be down in that direction. The boot never used to have a high heel on it; had a small one. Sicily was a little bit smaller and further away from it. Um, this whole Mediterranean Sea has shrunk. Africa has doubled. No, I wouldn't say doubled, but it's definitely grown in size. Not by much, but width-wise, it's grown. Now, some people saying New Zealand's in the wrong spot. I don't think New Zealand's in the wrong spot, but they've definitely made Papua New Guinea larger, and it's a lot closer to Australia than it used to be. But here's the catch, right? Here's the catch. South Korea and North Korea used to be here. It's up here. That's North and South Korea. They used to be here. So how in the hell? Because it fitted all around here. Because Vietnam, all that are down here. And I recently went to go on a Asian holiday before we chose to go to Hawaii. And when we were planning our trip, that was down here on the map. I'm still trying to look for those maps on the tourist brochures, because it showed South and North Korea down here. They were still attached to China, but they were down here. Now they're up here. They were opposite the Philippines. The Philippines is the same shape, but it's moved a bit. Indonesia has grown. All these things here have grown a bit as well. It's like they've stretched some parts out on the map, but it's definitely a conspiracy. But check out the Pacific Ocean. That's just, that's not the Pacific Ocean. That is way, way wrong. I'll get it up north so everybody, okay, can see it. Right? That's now the Pacific Ocean. Right? Since when has the Pacific Ocean been pretty much the whole side of one planet? It has never been that much. That's bullshit. America was down here. The only thing I can say is the all these earthquakes are made. The only other explanation is that all the tectonic plates and all these earthquakes we've been having have stretched out the Earth. That's the only other explanation. Because, but it doesn't explain this. This has shrunk. This has shrunk. That's an absolute joke. That is beyond a joke, folks. Like some continents, like Mongolia and things like that, the placement of them, it's sort of, it's larger than it should be. There's other things, like some other people have picked up on a shitload more. Some people say that New Zealand should be up here. That's not right. New Zealand, to me, that pretty much looks almost right. But New Zealand was about here actually, and it was a lot straighter last time I looked. So the only explanation is the tectonic plates have moved so much with all the recent quakes around the globe that it's caused this. This could be the only explanation, but why are they showing it all the way back here? This is going back 1934. They're saying that's 1934, 1930. That's bullshit. They're using recent images. Okay, let's just check. Let's go back 1934. Okay, no, we'll go to 1940. 42 when the World War was going on. Okay, these are so-called satellite images of the Earth in 1942. Yeah, right. So this should be. So they're just all they've done is they're using. Okay. Okay, let's have a look at Germany, Belgium. Hmm. Wow. Okay, that's news to me. I've never seen these far back. They've actually got pictures of England in 1942. Wow. Okay, that's different. Google Earth, yeah, they've definitely been messing with Google Earth, and in the process, they're messing with the maps. Yeah, they're definitely messing with maps, folks. It's sort of, well, let's check out Berlin. What have they got on Berlin? There must be plenty of if they've got images of London. Now, yeah, something's going on, folks. It's sort of, they're messing with our minds, and it's deliberate. This is deliberate messing with the mind. It's nothing more, nothing less. They are truly, truly trying to mess with mankind's mind. Oh, wow. Norway and Sweden. Hang on. That's weird. That's very weird. That doesn't look right to me. It's not what I remember. Yeah, something very, very strange is going on. Uh, they're trying to do something with our world. They're messing with maps, folks. It's definite messing with maps because just too much of this. Because I've done a bit of study up in this area and looking at the pole. And where's the pole? Right there. Okay, that's in a different spot. move that slightly. Now, what is going on with the Pacific Ocean? That is not right. Okay, fair enough, it's upside down, but this is not right, folks. This is bullshit. They are truly messing with our minds, nothing else. There's, I don't believe that we've changed dimensions, and some people are saying we've changed dimension, but I don't think that. They're messing with maps. That's all it is. They've trying to fiddle with maps. Seeing, I'd say this is a global conspiracy between countries, and because they've gone back, they've gone to a lot of work to change maps dating back many years. But what gets me is now they've got satellite images in 1930. That's supposed to be what the world looked like in 1930. So since when did they get a satellite image in 1930? Okay, maybe there is a Mandela effect going on because I can't remember any images in 1930. And it's really, really weird what's going on here, folks. They're pulling some kind of a trick. I strongly advise you not to look at the map and say, oh, well, that's our world, because straight up there, that's wrong. That is in the wrong spot. This used to be here. What the frig is going on? And even America has been moved across. It's sort of, I think, no, America's been pushed up. If anything, America has been pushed up. So, question is, has the Earth swelled up? Have all these earthquakes that the world has been experiencing? Because now, when you get a ruler, right, because these are supposed to be, all right, supposed to tell you the distance. It's now saying it's 11,000. Okay. And that's not right. Last time I knew that was about 8,000. It was now saying, yeah, you look at it. That's wrong. That is wrong. Something is really going on, folks, and they're trying to mess with our minds. Look at that. That was like 8,000. It's now 12,000 or something. That's just beyond a fucking joke. They are truly messing with our minds, folks, and here is the absolute proof. Check that out. The Pacific Ocean is too large. The Atlantic Ocean has shrunk. So, okay, Mandela effect? No. Governments messing with our minds? Yes. Because they are changing shit, okay, whether or not that's a true satellite image of the Earth, and they've just finally published it, but you'd think they would tell us, or has Earth grown? There have been a lot of earthquakes around the Pacific, and there is a theory that the Earth is growing in size, but it's a theory. But, okay, it wouldn't say that this is shrinking back. If it's growing, that wouldn't shrink back because all they've done, they've moved America. This here has been moved across. America is now smaller, much smaller. America should be here. What I remember is America being over here, South America being down here, straight down. It would have been straight down there. And that distance there, it wasn't 12,000, it was like about 8,000 because I was planning a trip to the US. And that's pretty much the trip I was planning. Trip to Brisbane, then from Brisbane over to there, do a bit of gambling, then come home. But that distance is way too much. Okay, fair enough, Hawaii's still in the thing, but if that was back over here, because Hawaii should be about here. America should be over here. So what in the hell is going on? And why is it so dark in the ocean all of a sudden? Google Earth was never so dark. It's sort of, you could see in Google Earth, you could see all the mapping and everything in Google Earth. And it's like this giant trench now in this area here. So what's going on? Has the continental shift? Has there been a major continental shift that they're not telling us about? Yes, possible. There have been giant earthquakes all over the world, but the Pacific Ocean was never this large. Never this large. And sorry, there's the Pacific Ocean. We'll zoom out. Okay, that pretty much says that one side of the planet is Pacific Ocean. Bull effing shit. US Geological Survey image. Either Google is screwing with us or the government is screwing with us. I don't know. You make up your minds, folks. I don't think this is the Mandela effect. And yeah, I actually remember Nelson Mandela dying in prison as well, but then all of a sudden he's Prime Minister of Africa. And yeah, a few other things, but yeah, I'm not going to stretch my belief to that far, but I do believe that they've definitely changed maps, folks. This is a definite map change, and they've gone back in Google Earth. Like, I work with Google Earth all the time in my images, and I'm always in Google Earth. And I've never known the Pacific Ocean to be that large. Never, ever known it. Never, ever seen the Pacific Ocean that large. The Pacific Ocean is not half of a friggin' planet. Wake up, Google. Stop trying to fool everybody. Put back the maps the right way. And world leaders, we know you're up to something. And you're never going to get away with turning us into a cashless society. You're never going to turn us into a bookless society, because just by this sort of shit, oh, sorry, folks, just by this sort of shit, um, proves that you're trying to mess with the way the world looks at things. And this is to me, this is nothing more than a giant experiment trying to see if you can pull a stunt like this off to fool the world population. Well, guess what? We're awake. We are. We've worked out you've been pulling stunts for years, and you're not going to get away with it. This is just way beyond a joke. I'm sorry, but it's way, way beyond a joke. There's no way the world could grow that quick. There's no way that the plates could change that quick. Um, it would have been global devastation if it had, and I don't believe that we've come into a new dimension. I just reckon you're fucking with the maps, and you're the ones putting out these Mandela videos, trying to let everybody think that they've swapped dimensions. But guess what? We're wise to your governments. We are absolutely wise to your stunts. The Pacific Ocean has never been that large. It has never been 12,000 kilometres to America. It was always 8. And the Atlantic Ocean shrinking? Yeah, give us a break. It's an absolute joke. And this has got something to do with you trying to say that that used to fit in there. This has gone way beyond a joke, and stop pulling these stunts. Like, you've been pulling stunts for too many years, Google Earth, and this one you've been caught out on. Too many people have seen it. Too many people are wise. You've shifted countries altogether. You shifted total locations of Korea. You've taken Korea from being down here to being up there, so close to Japan. That's absolute bullshit. So something's going on. Japan used to be down here. So why the fuck is it up here? It's been moved. You've moved a lot of shit. So yeah, we're watching, and Papua New Guinea's never been that large, and you're pretty much saying that America's now about the same. Hang on, let's have a look. You look at Australia, okay? Australia, America is pretty much about the same area. America's always been bigger than Australia. So why are you now trying to say that Australia's bigger than the actual country of America? Okay, let's just move it across. Yeah, see? About the same area of space. They're now trying to say that Australia, well, actually, to me, it looks like that. Australia is actually bigger than America. If you take out Alaska, oh no, oh, yeah, put Tassie back on. Yeah, Australia's about the same dimensions as America. So something's going on, folks. They're pulling a fast one on the world's population, and this used to always be here. Now they've shifted it across 33 degrees. So have the tectonic plates shifted, or has the Earth grown? And why all of a sudden is it blue, so dark blue? You're trying to say the oceans are deep as anything in here? And it's just gone beyond a joke. It's sort of there. See, now this is the other thing that got me, is these darker areas in here. See, I believe they're darker because they don't really have the images. These should be down here. So what they've done, they've just added bits in. See, they've had to add it into the Arctic, right, to make it bigger, to move everything. See, so here, this is what got me. This is the proof that they're doing something here. It's because that always used to come across here. You could see all the way to the Antarctic coast. But now there's a section here that's been added in. So either they're trying to make the world bigger, or the tectonic plates have really thing. I believe these dark areas are where they're stretching. They're using these dark areas to stretch the Earth out and to make the Pacific Ocean larger. So they've darkened these areas, and instead of having the lighter colours and everything like that. So, yeah, I believe that this is part of the conspiracy here. All these darker areas they've used and they've had to put in to stretch the Earth out. So, to me, it's a conspiracy. Definitely a conspiracy. Because Google Earth, as far as I've known, has always been pretty much that colour, except when you go to that long bloody trench, whatever it's called. Um, and another thing too, something that's very absent is the Great Barrier Reef is shrunk. Where's the Great Barrier Reef? It's shrunk. The Great Barrier Reef has disappeared. Check it out. That's now what they're saying, and it's not even marked as a Great Barrier Reef anymore. So they're trying to pull something, folks. We once had a barrier reef. Australia had a barrier reef along here. This might be what all that shit where they've been saying the Great Barrier Reef is disappearing. And it's not disappearing, it's only disappearing on the maps because they're changing shit. And they're moving shit, adding shit, and putting all these lines in and these big holes and everything. God, I haven't even heard of that fucking country. The Line Islands? Yeah, Christmas Island. Yeah, it's been moved. Christmas Island's out of whack by a little. Check it out, they've moved it. As if they cut it out and moved it. Check it out, you can see it. It's almost fucking matches. Yeah, it's bullshit, folks. This is the biggest fucking joke that the governments are trying to pull on the earth. Check it out. It's so pixelated. There's nothing there. You can't see nothing. See? We used to see this. We saw the topography of the sea. Where's the topography of the sea gone? They've got these big fucking black holes. Okay, so what the fuck is going on? They're pulling a stunt. This is nothing more than a stunt. See, they've cut and paste. This is a cut and paste. They're cut and paste. Look at them. They're cut and paste. They're adding shit. They're adding things in here. That's a cut and paste. If I've ever seen a cut and paste, that's an overlay. That's an overlay. That's an overlay. Here, cut and paste, cut and paste, cut and paste, cut and paste, cut and paste. Check it out. This is the conspiracy. Here, they're fucking with your minds. The government is up to something. The government is trying to change the world's perspective, see if they can do a global mind fuck. And there's no other word for it, folks. This is a global mind fuck. They're fucking with your minds. It's not the Mandela effect. This is nothing more than the government changing fucking maps. Look at it. Cut and paste, cut and paste, a cut and paste, a cut and paste, cut and paste. One thing I know is cut and paste. Adding shit. See, missing shit. Here, all black in here. Why is it all black in here? Why is all this all black all of a sudden? Right? Why? Because they've just grown the earth. They made the globe grow. And they're using Google Earth to pretty much do it. See, you've got all these black bits. Anybody that's played with Google Earth knows that this is not how it used to look. Check this out. This is black and fucking pixelated. Why is this black and pixelated? It's never been black and fucking pixelated before. Because they are messing with your mind, folks. They are messing with your mind. Now, check it out. See, it doesn't matter what year you go to. The image doesn't change. There's one image on the whole fucking world. Okay, they've changed the maps on here and on here. But this is all cut and paste. Just look at it. You can see it's cut and paste. They've cut sections out and they've moved it across. They cut a bit from over here, moved it over here. And then they added all this in and moved that, made that bigger. Yeah, they've got all these bits in here. And yeah, check this out. This is what I mean, folks. You've got to look at shit like this. Right? Look at it. Look at this shit like that. That's not satellite fucking photos. This is the biggest con job I've ever fucking seen. But here's the evidence here, folks. Here is the physical evidence that it's a cut and paste job. Okay? Why all of a sudden is this big fucking black bit here? Because they need to add that big black bit over here to portionalise this section over here. To portionalise these sections over here. When they grew these, they've had to move this and they've covered shit over and everything like that, so they've made it black. They haven't had time to finish their fucking handiwork. They've just released this, and all of a sudden everybody's picked up on it. But this is the biggest fucking joke of the lot. The Pacific Ocean is not that fucking large. Okay, people, if you think it's the Mandela effect, sorry to blow your bubble. It's not. It's the governments and Google fucking with your mind. Look at the images. Look at Google Earth. Go and have a look at it, because this is where it's all come from. And they've universally changed a lot of maps. This is a conspiracy, folks, because they've changed nearly every internet map there is. And they've swapped it out with new maps. This is fucking bullshit. This is a joke. Pacific Ocean has never, ever been that far. And I know, because I asked, how far is it to where I was going? They said about 8,000 kilometres. That now tells me it's over 12,000 kilometres. All of a sudden, it's gone up 4,000 kilometres in distance. What the fuck is going on? Wake up to yourselves, Google Earth. Fix the fucking maps and put it back the way it fucking was. Your little joke's fucking been busted. You have been caught the fuck out.